see so much trouble in the world around me. And I pray to God, may there be wisdom for the people in the world that suffer. And he says, it's true, but it's real. There can be no suffering in the world. There can be no wisdom in the world if there's no wisdom in you. He means all is inside. I just woke up from a deep dreamless sleep and there was no world, no one suffering. Not my family with troubles, nothing. And immediately when you wake up, it starts all over thinking, oh, I hope this. And then I pray to God, help the people, get wisdom. He says, there can be no wisdom in the world when there's no wisdom in you. Although this universe doesn't really exist and there's no world, no one in it, it is in the dream imagination that we experience the growth from ignorance to wisdom. And that's possible in the dream that God dreams of this world. It doesn't exist, but it is experienced as if it is real. And we all are in this world to find that reality of nothingness. But first we feel that we are someone and we can be insecure, and that is a gift, because only to be insecure you can find the feelings of this is okay, I'm doing well, and I grow to the wisdom and the light of myself. And then see, there was only light. Be aware of your reality that is inside. It's in you. Suppose you have a lot of trouble and you are so tired of troubles that you fall in a deep, dreamless sleep. Where are the troubles now? Or you are sick, you need an operation, you are in a lot of pain, and you go under anesthesia. Where is the pain? Where is the sickness? It's so amazing that we believe the mind which brings all those appearances and troubles and pains, and we want to be free of it, but we keep on believing that mind. While in deep sleep, nothing of that. There's the freedom that we are. So that can be now too. Do not worry, ever. Who is there to worry? In a dream. Only the dream. The world does not exist. It is God. God exists as no form. And He is visible as world. There is no separation in God world. But we make differences because we think we are separated. We dream a dream that separates itself from the totality. And that's why we suffer. We worry. But the world does not exist. Like the dream that you are in comes out of your own mind, so it is a prolongation of your mind, and it does not exist whatsoever. Nothing exists. Everything is God, but God is invisible, formless. It's energy. When you light a lamp, the energy makes the light, not the lamp. But the lamp, the energy is visible through the light, the lamp. Likewise, God is formless, but it is the power. God is power. And this power is visible as his world. That is what God looks like. God has no form, but he looks like this totality, the world. That's same as you dream. The dream is not visible, not really there, but it is you looking like that dream. You really inside yourself, there is this power, and it is not visible, but by means of the body, there is the existence of this power. This power uses the body to express itself. And God uses his power by means of the world to express himself or itself, its energy. And there is no other world than God. But we separated ourselves from that being. And that's why we suffer. We worry because we think we have to deal with a lot of difficulties that we create ourselves in the dream. It is the dream of the power inside that is visible as this dream world. So in reality, this world is not existing, this dream is not existing. We can imagine that. We know that the dream does not exist, although we appear in the dream in night. We know it is not existing, it's an image. But likewise, the whole world is the image of that God power. And because we see this world, we are that same God power, invisible inside but visible outside. So we see ourselves and we are not satisfied. We want to change that what we make ourselves. We create this world and then we change it. So how can there be no trouble when you think like that? It's like you make something, you make a story, and you read the story and you change that story all the time. That's impossible. The story is already told, it's there. Although it's not real, we are in that story of ourselves. Everybody has made a story where everyone disappears in. And in that disappearance in the story, there is the appearance of the story form. The human being is a story. It is a story of the own power inside, created by that own self that makes this story. Likewise, there is no world, it's the story of God. Likewise, there is no dream, it's the story of you. Likewise, there is no you. You are the story of that power that created all this. And when you know that, no more world, no more form, no more body, no more human being, no more stories. Finally, the bliss of the self is reached and experienced. That's why this whole story was made up. Be happy. Are you aware that you are the story of yourself? Your story has already been told. It's finished. Your story is done. It was a flash, a flash of awareness that saw consciousness disappear in a form and come back to awareness. And that consciousness, that form, that was your imagination, you as imagination. You are awareness. You are the one creating your own story, but not as in the story and you say, I'm going to create my day. No, that day is already done. It's finished. Let it be. You cannot change that what is finished. People say, I create my own day. No, you created your own day. You created your whole life. And then, in that creation that you created, you were a form which was created. And as that created form, you follow the pages of your own book that you wrote, that is finished. You cannot do it otherwise than finish the book that is already finished. You live through the pages of the book that once you wrote. But now that you are in this book traveling through the adventures, you cannot do nothing because you are the written ink on the paper of your own book. You see what I mean? When the writer finishes the book, it's done. The letters in the book cannot turn over and change. And this is how the God that you are, the power that you are, once created this whole story of world. And as world, you are obliged to follow. You are the person in the world that once you created yourself. And now that you are in it and you don't like it, you want to change the pages, but they are already written. So the only thing that remains is surrender to your own book. Isn't it a funny, strange idea that you make your day? But you don't make it, you made it. There's nothing to do. There's nothing for you as a figure in your own book. Only the God in you has the power to destroy what is not being lived through. God can destroy, for example, in the book you did a lot of things and you were unaware, ignorant, and maybe you hurt. In the book it is written that you hurt somebody else. So there was karma for you, and maybe the good, you cannot do anything, but the God maybe can take karma away by making you understand that you are not really in the book, but you are the reader of your own book. Can you follow? Actually, you are two. That's dualism. You are the one making the story and you are the one in the story. And in the story you want to change the story. No, you can change the story when you remake it, or you make an extra chapter, or you cut out a page. That is what you can do when you know that you are the one creator. This whole, although the book is finished, it is finished by you who made it. So when you make a drawing and you don't like the drawing, although it's finished, you can swipe out a line and change it. Not the drawing itself, it cannot change, but you as drawer can change. So you as writer of your own life are capable of changing that life. And that is by understanding you are not the object in the book, but you are the subject who made this. It's so simple, and you can use billions of words for that. Only one consciousness that is aware this is all a dream. You cannot change the dream when you are in it. But when you are the dreamer and there is a nightmare, you can wake yourself up. That's possible. Wow, the children are making noise. That's all in the book. It's all written in the book. The book is finished, and in the book you cannot change. You can just follow, just surrender. But as the writer of the book, shall I change the pages, or well, let's see what happens. And now that's what you really are. But actually, you are nothing of that all. You are not even the dreamer or the writer. There is nothingness, silence, blissful nothing. And that's only realized when you first went in movements. Now, what more can I say? It has to penetrate. Not in the dreamer, not in the dreamt, but in the dreamer. But the dreamer knows it already. So it's this is amazing. The only truth that is written by the pen that has been swiped away. Swipe out the pages of your life. Then I'm home. You were home. You are home now. It's so funny, this amazing story. All that moves is not real. That's one thing to remember. All that moves and changes and thinks and talks and reads and is written and writes, it's not true. Even the God who writes the book, he is his own imagination, for there is in reality no God. There is no one writing books. There's no one in a book that wants to change the book. There is no one. There is only presence of the blissful state of the original self, which doesn't move. And that's the bliss, not to move. You come to the conclusion that there is nothing but energy. That's so funny too. Wow, what a journey in understanding, in growth of consciousness. Normally we think we are a person, there are so many other persons, the family, you have to do this and so much things you have to do because you are that separated person. And then you come to realize that there's only one great beingness in all separated. It's separated and forms that have different looks. There's only that one energy, and that energy is in you. It's you as the source of yourself. Inside is that force, that power, and you are the created person coming out of that power, and you have to find your way back to that power. Then there seems so many forms around, and you can be lost and lonely, and you don't fit in anymore because your consciousness is developing and you see other things as the normal way of the people looking at the world. You see so deeper, you don't feel home anymore. And then there's the feeling of not being at your place, but still you are in this world. And consciousness, meanwhile, it doesn't sit still. It's going on, and you experience a lot. And it makes you happy and it makes you sad, but it is good for you because consciousness is the only thing that exists. And it makes you grow to that emptiness from which consciousness appeared. And that emptiness is empty awareness. From empty awareness seems to appear forms, and one of those appearances is you as this separated person, this human being who doesn't feel home here. So what happens? Consciousness is taking you by the hand through life, and then you get grateful for the things that you see, and you, wow, so that's what it is. I am blissful. But then again, experience tells you unhappy times and things happen that you don't like. It hurts you. You feel lost, and up again, there's consciousness pulling you back to that blissful state again. So it's like the waves of the ocean. Then you come to dive deeper, and you see, I am the ocean. I have nothing to do with the waves. Well, all this is going on in this journey of life, what you experience as real, but it is actually only happening in your consciousness, in your mind. That's good, because otherwise we wouldn't even live. It's not it is tough to feel it, but in deep dreamless sleep, we are at home, we are easy, at rest. And that's the only reality. And meanwhile, you wake up in the morning as form, and you go on experiencing the things. It's not your work, it's only the wisdom growing to itself. It's consciousness flowing to itself, to the most capable content that it can have. And then it sees that is only all dreamt. And then there is the state of awareness that is reached, from where all things appear. So what I mean to say, when you are in pain and you start to understand, there's the gratitude, and there must be someone or thing that you are grateful to. So that is the God. There's still this separation. I'm here and God is there, and I'm thankful. But God is that great consciousness, fully full of itself, and God is taking you by the hand. The consciousness is taking you further to yourself, which is that God. And there is no more names or self or God or person. There's only this amazing wisdom, this consciousness, this energy that flows around, and you come to know that you yourself are teaching yourself. You are the master of wisdom, and you are the student growing to that wisdom. And there is no one involved but that energy of wisdom itself. There is no God, there is no you, there is no person, there is no, not even a world with experiences. There's only this growth of the self to the self, which is all the self. That's the greatest bliss, to understand that there is no thing. Even when it hurts, it is just understanding. The more it hurts, the better is the understanding that there is only energy experiencing the wisdom of itself. And when everything is known, it is as awareness seen. In awareness, there is nothing to be seen. Like when a glass is full, there can be no more water in it. It's full, and that's wisdom in you through apparent experiences. You know everything, and you play that you are unaware. But there's no you and no you playing. It is knowing itself, playing unaware. The knowing acts as ignorance. That's seen as energy, atoms, dancing pixels, energy. There's no person, there's no God, there's nothing. It's only knowing. And when it knows that it is knowing, it is aware of aware. There's nothing in it. Wow, go on. You cannot stop because you are moved around. Your own wisdom moves you to the wisdom. And the body isn't even, it's just a tool. You are not even there. You can see the energy going to energy. Nothing in it but wisdom, knowing. Aware of wisdom and then aware of awareness, which has no wisdom in it, nothing in it. The ocean is full. There can be no more full ocean than full ocean. There can be no more wisdom than wisdom. And that's all in the flesh. That's all. We think we are a person, and it takes us eons of life to understand. But that's all in this one flash of wisdom. One flash of light chases away ages of darkness. The ages of darkness weren't there. Wisdom was always there, and that's this. There's only wisdom. Whether it knows itself or not, there's only wisdom. That's bliss. Being this person in this world, it will not give you happiness. It's always, wow, annoying, and it's not, you cannot get happiness from that which is not real. You can only feel happy when you are real. And what you are real is not this person, not this body, not this world, not this mind. What you really are is the silence which is hidden inside this form. And then what is seen is, it's okay, it's there, you know it goes. So it is accepted. But the reality of your feeling good is your own self, and that's eternal. once you have felt the bliss of your reality, that God being inside, then you know all this here is a dream. And the result is that you want to feel the bliss all the time, but you still are in your dream because you want to get out. You want to feel the bliss, so that means that you don't feel it now. When you want something, it's not there. That's in experience, that is. So you know the bliss of yourself, but you cannot feel it because you are not accepting this dream world. It's just dream, so you cannot even push it away or accept it. Just be yourself. That's the bliss that you are now. When you are in a swamp, you cannot get out without help. There must be somebody standing aside at the vast ground to get you out. And likewise, when you are in the swamp of this illusion of the world with all the things you like and want, when you are in that swamp, the more you do, the deeper you sink in it. And some moment you feel, then you want to get out, but you cannot get out without the help of someone who is on the vast ground. That's to say, someone who knows reality and is in need of wantings. Someone like that can help you. That's your guru. So all will be well. Still trying to deal with what's not real, you will be so tired at the end of the life of dealing with that unreal image of world. You are so tired and you die, and then it's not finished because you still think that there is a world you can deal with, so you come back in another body. But don't be afraid, it's all in the mind, even your next birth. It's all illusion. You cannot deal with illusion because it's not real, and even you thinking that you can deal with it, you are not real. There is nothing. Just accept that. Accept the emptiness, and there's the bliss. You feel it? It's there. Immortal you are. Whether you feel good or you feel bad, it is both illusion. And I hear you say, well, I prefer feeling good. And my answer is, even that preference is illusion. Of course you want to feel good, but it is not to be found in that illusion of the world. World is thoughts, is illusion, and thoughts is just wanting or pushing away, the two. Want or not want. That's in your mind, in your opinion, preference. But if you leave it, there is no feeling good or bad. You are not in that world of good and bad. You are not in that duality. You are the one always in bliss because you took distance of that mind world. That's your bliss. Happy, happy. The power of God is potential. It is not active. This takes away the whole dream world where you think you are in. It's the power inside you is not active. It's the God being, self. It is dormant. It can create, but it doesn't. It is not active. means you are formless, eternal bliss without form.